Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Rahmanirrahim. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala ali Sayyidina Muhammadin wa barik wa sallim. Assalamu alaikum, dear friends of Islam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. The Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam warned of an age that is to come, which will be a terrible age, more terrible than any age that mankind would ever had experienced since our forefather Adam alayhi salam came on the earth. Very few would survive that age. A terrible, evil mastermind will attempt to take control of the world, and that terrible, evil mastermind of whom Allah had hinted when He said, Qul a'udhu bi rabbil falak min sharri ma halak. That evil mastermind will attempt to impose his evil, oppressive dictatorship over the whole world, mislead mankind and deceive mankind. That evil mastermind will have a PhD in deception. That in that age things will not be what they appear to be. That appearance and reality will be completely opposite to each other, and that he will take the road to heaven and make it look like the road to hell, and he will take the road to Jannah and make it look like the road to heaven. Those who see with the only external knowledge, that's all, from the PhD from the University of Oxford, will unable to penetrate his deception, will form judgment on the basis of external knowledge, of external observation, and will be deceived. Now we would believe that they are on the road to heaven, where in fact they are on the road to hell, and they don't know it. The purpose of the spiritual quest, the ultimate purpose in this world of the Halakutul Zikr, is to be able to see what otherwise cannot be seen. The ultimate purpose in this life of the spiritual quest is therefore spiritual knowledge. Spiritual knowledge comes when external knowledge and internal knowledge are harmoniously integrated with each other. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala speaks in the Holy Quran about a people who have no internal knowledge, who do not pursue the spiritual quest, or who pursue the spiritual quest but are not conscious of what is the goal of the spiritual quest, who believe perhaps that the spiritual quest but are not conscious, who believe perhaps that the spiritual quest is ultimately for the purpose of being able to perform karama. Karama means actions which look like what the prophets performed as miracles, and who do not understand that the spiritual quest is ultimately for the purpose of acquiring internal knowledge. And he says of such people who are spiritually blind, he says in the Holy Quran in 7th Surah Al-Araf, the heights, verse 179, Lahu kulbum lo yafkahuna biha. They have hearts but they do not understand. Wallahu yuna wal yubsiruna biha. They have eyes but they do not see. Wallahu azanu la yusma'una biha. They have ears but they do not hear. Ulaka lanumah. They are like cattle. These people who would be the multitude in the last age, they have a status equivalent to a cattle. even with the PhD or a BSc or an honors degree from the University of Oxford, they still have a status equivalent to cattle. Deception. Who will be deceiving? Dajjal. He will be deceiving, and you have been warned, by this video. So inshallah, you will be guided to the path of Islam. All I ask to you is every Friday read Surat Al-Kahf. Every Friday read Surat Al-Kahf, because this will protect you from Dajjal. This is the protection. This is the only protection you have, is the recital of Surat Al-Kahf on a Friday. And pray, do your 5 prayers. Do your prayers, read the Quran. This is your protection. If you want to know about the Dajjal, if you are scared of the Dajjal, this is your protection. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala ali Sayyidina Muhammadin wa barik wa sallim. Allah shukr.